Hi, my name is Sonia Zepeda. I'm 36 years old. I'm not married. I have two children, a boy and a girl. They're both in middle school. And I work in an office. It's a freight forwarding company. I work in the brokerage department. Okay, so as I stated, it is an office. It's a freight forwarding and customs brokerage company. We also have our own warehouse, and there's men and women who work in both the office and the warehouse. It's pretty equal. Um, I'd say it's a comfortable environment. It makes me comfortable to feel that there's plenty of women working there. In my particular department, in the brokerage department, there just so happens to be only one male working there, and the rest are women. There's about 6 women, one man in that department. But out on the freight forwarding side and in the warehouse, there's a pretty good mix. Well, when I think of patriarchy, especially in the work environment, I think of the males having the more, responsible or higher up positions, which along with that, I would assume comes higher pay. Although my supervisor is a female, she does have a male supervisor in a different department. So ultimately, she answers to a male. And that's how it is in the other freight forwarding side and in the warehouse, in fact. They're all male supervisors. So everyone pretty much answers to a male. So there was an incident one day where my female supervisor had given me a very important project to complete. Involved running, reports and numbers that eventually had to go up to the, company executives. And she so happened to be out to lunch at that time, and I had a very important question that I couldn't wait to get an answer on. I couldn't wait for her to come back, so I went to one of the supervisors from another department, and I asked him a question. I didn't need too much of his time, just basically needed some guidance to get something done. And he was very short with me. He really didn't answer my questions. He basically asked me to give the project to the only male in my department. So I kind of felt, rejected at that point. I felt that I was very capable of doing the task. I'm a single mother. I've raised 2 kids, fed them, clothed them, brought them up on my own. And I've been at this company for about 10 years, so I felt that sense of rejection at that point, where, I felt that he felt that I was not capable of doing the task, and I very much was. Again, going back to that male supervisor that I had went to for help, he is, I don't mean to sound racist or anything, but he so happens to be Japanese. And the male in my department that he wanted me to, give the task to is also Japanese. And actually all of the higher up men in this company are Japanese. And, I just think culturally they feel that women, or they're seeing that men have more value than women. And I think it's something that's been proven throughout history.
Hi, my name is Maria Franco. I'm 56 years old. I have 6 children and 2 older brothers. And I'm still currently married to the man of my 6 children. Since I was the only girl, my father wanted me to be just like my mother, to learn how to cook and clean, and to take care of my brothers and my father at a very young age. He already had us a apartment rented with beds, refrigerator, stuff and everything. We didn't have to struggle. And then we live right like 2 blocks away from the beach. Although my dad was very strict and sometimes abusive, he was a very good provider. Living in Redondo Beach, I thought that was the best thing that could ever happen to me. And I thought I was going to finish school, but I ended up falling in love with a young man and at early age, and I ended up getting married and now finishing school. My husband was a good provider. He had similar qualities in him like my father had. After we got married, my husband joined the army, and of course I followed him along with my children. He thought he was going to provide us with a better life, but at the end it was just too stressful for him. As time passed by, he began to take out his anger on me and our children. He was very controlling. He didn't want me to go visit my parents or go visit my brothers. I wasn't even allowed to talk or teach my kids in Spanish in the household. As a mother, I wanted to introduce my kids to my culture, and I couldn't even do that. Because my husband was the main provider in our family, everything he said had to go his way. And as his wife, I had to be okay with that.
You don't own me. I'm not just one of your many toys. You don't own me. Don't say I can't go with other boys. Don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me what to say. Please, when I go out with you, don't put me on display, 'cause you don't own me.
Hi, my name is Brenda Beltran. I am 15 years old. I am the youngest and only female sibling. I have 4 older brothers. I'm in high school and I'm currently ending my sophomore year. Being the only female sibling, I guess you can say my brothers have really shaped me into the person I am today. As I entered high school, I started realizing certain things about myself that didn't necessarily fit in that particular environment. So it's pretty clear that in this generation, kids my age are very dependent on social media. Instagram, Snapchat, Tumblr, Twitter. Both upperclassmen and lowerclassmen girls are very fixated on the way they look. So it seems like they want to portray themselves into something that they're not. They want to imitate a certain look from a well-known celebrity like Kim K, Kylie Jenner. And then there's other girls who don't really care about achieving that particular look, but it doesn't really do them any justice once they hit high school. From my experience in high school so far, I feel like males expect more out of females appearance-wise. And I don't know, maybe it's because males are attracted to what they see in pornography, reality TV shows, and explicit music videos, like overly sized breasts and massive butts. Females in my school that don't have that certain look may feel less valuable than the others that do. Not every girl can have that certain look, and it is very unrealistic how the media portrays that image to being beautiful and wanted by everyone. And the girls that do have that look are constantly being harassed, whether it be on social media or even on school grounds. So it's kind of like you're damned if you got it and you're damned if you don't.